Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome back to rFactor 2. It's my Group C Sportscar Championship, and this week we come live across the internet from Lime Rock Park. But before we get into that, let's take a quick look at the championship standings. It's fair to say, last time out at VAR was not fruitful. I finished well down the order. Did not score any championship points, but these are the Drivers' Championship standings currently. Oh, almost muted myself. It's Massimo Sigala atop the table after 4 rounds. He is on 11 points. I am Berhard Gerger. I am on 9 points. The first 4 races have been won by 4 different drivers, so it's tight at the top. It was Jean-Louis Schlesser in the Mercedes that won last time out. So it's been fairly good for them. Palmer is up there as well. He's the highest scoring non-winner so far. Lammers is a Porsche driver. We've got Sala and... No, is it Sala? No, it's not Sala. But there are some... Terada is a Toyota driver. And Johnny Herbert's up there as well. He's also a Toyota driver. So... fairly good representation at the top of the table in terms of manufacturers. Let's take a look at the teams. Sauber Mercedes are leading the way for the Teams Championship. I drive for Dyson, we're on 14 points, then BF Goodrich, Brun Motorsport, Mazda Racing, the top Mazda drivers. So it's a Mercedes, Porsche, Mazda. In terms of teams being represented, let's have a quick look at the manufacturers as we're discussing them. It's Porsche, lots of Porsches in the field, so they have a significant advantage. I just scored the top finishing manufacturer in each race, so Porsche are leading Mercedes from Mazda. And finally, last bit of admin for this introduction is the AI info. As I've had a pretty tough time, fair to say that the AI were going very quickly at VIR, and for some reason I could not quite keep up towards the end of the stint, so I've brought the best lap percentage down. That basically means my best lap is 99.06% of the AI's best lap. That's over a 10-minute stint, about 14 laps, and that puts that's the AI strength set in game that gets them at that pace. The aggression is right down at 5 because for whatever reason they tend to be very aggressive in this mod, as we will no doubt see. Damage is up to 80% as I am still finishing races despite the odd bump and scrape along the way. That's plenty of talking. Let's get into rFactor 2. Just check it pops up on the screen. We'll go through qualifying quickly. Yes, we can see that on the screen. Hopefully it's being broadcast adequately across the internet. Bear with me, I need a swig of water. That's what talking does for you, makes you thirsty. So we've got John Hotchkiss in for Hotchkiss Racing in a Porsche atop the timing standings. He qualified on the pole. Danny Sullivan, James Weaver, Brian Redman and Massimo Sigala, our championship leader. All those Porsches at the front of the field. Interesting, we've got a couple of Mazdas, so the Mazdas are on the pace at the moment. Unfortunately, I've benchmarked myself against Jean-Louis Schlesser, and he's rather down the order, so I'm hoping he still has pace and will make his way forward. I qualified at the back due to technical difficulties, so I'm setting off from the rear of the grid. That's how they line up. Let me just quickly go to the setup and make sure the boost is turned down for the formation lap. We're going on the parade lap, the pace lap now. That's enough talking. Let's go racing. It's 2 hours around Lime Rock Park. It's going to be fast, fun and frenetic, I hope. Wish me luck. Let's get straight into it. Let's get comfortable and let's do some driving in a Group C sports car. And I'll bring up the standings. Got a got a half, well, I think I've got 3/4. Is it 3/4? No, 3/5. No, 3/4 of the Mercedes team right in front of me. So let's hope I can move forward quite quickly. Tyres. The left front tyre is the big issue, the big talking point in this race. That left front tyre will wear down quickly, so the plan is to make it 40 minutes and come in for the pit stop. But I'm not worried about fuel this time. Oh no, I'm worried about that left front tyre. That wears out very quickly. So it's all about surviving, pitting after 40 minutes, pitting after another 40 minutes, that's 80 minutes, and that will take us another 40 minutes to the end of the race at 120 minutes, which is of course 2 hours. And that's the end of my maths for this evening. Just got to keep the pace up, survive Line Rock Park, because we're going to be lapping cars, we're going to be getting laps during the pit stops, we're going to be trying not to hit things, hit cars. It's going to be a lot of traffic for 2 hours. Alright, we're going green. And it's 3 times time acceleration. And we're starting off at 2:30. So it'll be 6 hours in game. So it's 2 times 3. 2 hours times 3 is 6. That'll take us to about 8:30, and dusk falls quite early at Line Rock Park, so we should be finishing in the night time. And I'm going to take it very easy, as ever, on the first lap. I don't want to get caught up in any incidents, accidents, bumps or scrapes. So always... Oh, there's one already. There's quite a few, actually. There's quite a big scattering of Group C sports cars. There you go, that's the AI aggression for you. And we've got a bit more of a to-do up ahead. Let's hope everyone's coming off unscathed. I've got more cars spinning in front of me. Right, there you go, there's your standard lap 1 nonsense. rFactor 2 AI, never change. And because my damage is at 80%, I don't want to touch anything if I can get away with it. But I've got a nice gap to head off into. 23rd already. It's going better than it did last week at VIR, let's put it that way. I must try and stop saying VAR, which is like a different thing to VIR. But that's in the past, this is the present, and I'm going to try and blast my way around Line Rock Park for 2 hours and try not to let the AI get away from me, which they currently are doing presently. Just warming up the car, warming up the tyres. Got to protect that left front tyre, it's got to last 40 minutes. Good. Just got to try and keep up this time. Take it easy, nice and relaxed. Got to be careful over that hump as well. The car wants to take off, as you can see, and it's quite easy to spin out and clobber the wall doing that. Got to keep my wits about me. Oh, is there more action and drama ahead? Never seen the AI so lively. Well, I have, but not after the first lap. Now everyone's going very slowly through turn 1 and 2. Sort of fight it out around the outside. Good, that's another spot taken. That's the main outcome I'm interested in. 22nd. Hopefully I can settle into some sort of rhythm, which is always quite tricky to do around Line Rock Park. Always going to hit traffic one way or another. This last corner is a bit understeer at the moment, which is another factor killing my left front tyre. But the pace is good so far. Not too concerned about that at the moment. Surviving is the priority. Nice and neat and tidy, that's all I can do. Nice. Is that going to pull up? No. It's very difficult to go side by side through this corner. Better off just backing out and living to fighting another daying. Turn 1 is... Nah, not really on here. Maybe. Jump on the anchors. 21st. Good. Excellent start. Quite a nice spread out field as well, which will help in the long run. Want the leaders to get held up in traffic. There's no doubt I will. Fastest lap of the race so far. All good and hunky doors. Oh, now that's the way to lose it there, over the hump. Seems like someone's getting held up by a Mercedes ahead. That's Kreutzpointner. Sort of rolling the car very slowly through the first two corners. Held up hugely there. Quite happy to settle in, sit back and see when people start making their pit stops. Interesting to see how the AI cope with the tyre wear, assuming they have tyre wear as bad as I do. Getting held up quite a lot here. Side by side through there is not recommended. So concentrate on this last corner, try and get a good exit and do the big send into turn 1. A bit too far back, but we'll see what happens. Too far back. Nice shimmy up the inside of turn 1. Yes, that's the way to do it. Perfect. That's my overtaking spot for this race. 20th. Going in the right direction still. Tries to take quite a tight line up the hill. Gives me more margin for error. Rather than just landing by the side of the grass. Very easy to put a wheel on the grass and spin out. Let's try Kreutzpointner now. No, he's doing the big block. Just try up the inside for the next corner. Send it around the outside. Good. Actually overtaking people. 19th. Still the fastest lap. Ooh. It's very leery over the hill. Right, who's next up the road? It's Sala. Hunting down Sala and Laruri. Couple of Porsches. Oh no, that's a Mazda. Sala's driving a Mazda, I believe. Right, almost 10 minutes into the race and not quite a quarter of a tank, so the fuel is on schedule. No worries about fuel. just sort of dipping underneath Sala's Mazda. Good. Another position gained. 18th. Hopefully it keeps going as well as it's going. Tight line over the hill gives me a more margin for error. This is quite a difficult exit. Going quite slowly for the first two corners for some reason. Big queue of cars ahead. Oh, that was quite exuberant. Very enthusiastic jump. Schlesser's just ahead as well. So, got good pace of him catching Schlesser, hopefully. Scolari's going defensive. Go up the inside. Another position gained. Excellent. 17th. Laps down, 10 minutes down even, 14 laps down, and we're just coming up on our first quarter of the tank of fuel used. But the crucial question is the left front tyre, so we're wearing a percentage every 10 minutes at the moment, which is fine. I can deal with 40% wear by the pit stops, just got to make it to 40 minutes. And we'll be on schedule. Good schedule. Schlesser's making a move. Feel me breathing down his neck. Can I go around the outside? Not quite. Oh, running a bit wide in the last corner. Don't want to do that too much. Nice big queue of cars to get through. But it's going to be like this all day long. Cars will get spread out and we'll start getting lapped, which will make things fun. It's going to be a day of overtaking, hopefully. Heavy traffic, just the way we like it. Every time over that hump is a new adventure. Swig of water. Just a wall of Group C cars, almost running into the back of Schlesser. It's just going to be manic all day long. Manic racing. No way through. Just a huge roadblock at the moment. The big block, or the overtake. Slight love tap on the rear end, going through the right hander. Schlesser's not letting me through. That's very wide through there. As he does it. Nice and gentle. Genteel. Definitely quicker than these cars, just stuck behind them at the moment, which is fine, there's no rush. Long way to go yet. Trying to run wide at turn 1, that's a bit of a killer. I'll make that work now. I'm going through. Schlesser's on the grass. I made it. Pulled off an uphill over the hump pass, and now I'm 16th. Excellent. So far so good. It's a good opening 15 minutes. Long may it continue. I desperately need a result here. The last 3 races on the bounce have been a bit of a disaster, so got to bring home some points today ideally. Steal a bit of a march in that championship standings. But as I say, long way to go yet. Focus on this race. Far enough alongside ahead there. Whoops. Just getting pulled onto the grass there. Magnetic lure of the blade of grass. Whoa, Schlesser's all over the back of me there. It's mildly frightening. Too far back, that's just going to be a colossal accident if I try and go underneath him through that corner. It's running wide again through the last corner. Lots of understeer there. Absolutely no way through anywhere. Just got to bide my time. Patience is key. Trying to get rear-ended by Schlesser behind me. Is that any better as an exit? Yes, that was better. Every time you go through that hump, it's a voyage into the unknown. Tight line through the first 2 corners. Careful on the exit. Got a bump for that. Didn't really expect to do an overtake there, but just show my nose. Too far back. Show my nose again. It's crowding me out to the apex. Oh, it's risky. It's only going to end up in an accident if I keep doing that. Oh, got Andretti coming up my inside. This will be interesting through the... Yeah, he's backed out of it. Good. Never a dull moment around Lime Rock Park. Oh, nice rear-ended Jelinski. Understeer. Keep it on the track, that's the ideal. to stay patient. Don't overdrive it. Don't force an overtake that's not on. It's a long way to go. Don't get too excited. Got to keep it in fourth over the hump as well. It keeps the car a bit more stable than third gear. Oh no, oh no. Just about held on to that. Almost came a cropper on the exit of the last corner. Lost a couple of positions. First mistake of the race as we hit 20 minutes, halfway through the first stint. Got to survive. Survival is the priority. Got to do it all over again. But that's fine. I know my pace is good. Now Andretti there again. Perfect. Just keep doing that all race. Right, just get a quick tyre check as we're halfway through the first stint. That's 20 minutes in and just over 20 percentage points of wear. Tyres are on 80%, 79%. So that's all looking good. Fuel is not even half a tank through yet, so that's on schedule. Just got to survive it. That's all I have to do. Nope, that's definitely fourth gear up the hill. Still got the fastest lap of the race, so the pace is excellent. Just got to stay consistent. That's what let me down at VIR. Not having consistent stint. Alright, got to contend with Schletter again. Just losing it over the hill, but that's good. Another pass in the books. Back up to 15th. Oh, it looks like there's a bit of debris in the road there. AI still having fun out there, it seems. Alright, let's see if we can make my way around Zielinski. Rather better than I did last time. That's more like it. Good, made it through. .14th, and I think that's Michael Andretti ahead. Definitely time for a cig of water. No one in the pits yet. Too early for pit stops. The AI tend to check up when they pit coming out of the last corner. They tend to slow right down, so I've got to keep my wits about me for that. When the pit stops do start happening, it's easy to nudge the rear end of the car ahead. When the AI start pitting, chance on overtake here. Yep, good. That's Andretti dispatched, and the second Andretti in this race. Now it's Bob Aiken for 12th. Going nicely. Going very nicely. But passing this car is only half the battle. Got to survive the next 1 hour 35 minutes as well. Hopefully make up some positions in the pit stop cycle as well. Bit too far back there. Overcooked that quite big time. Room through. I don't think there was debris on the side of the track. I just think it's some advertisements that got scattered in on lap 1. Oh, that's a send. Big send. 12th position. Excellent. Still going forward towards the end of the stint. That's what I wanted to be doing. Almeras is next up the road. And a Porsche. Lots of Porsches. Shadow's getting longer already. It'll be an hour and a half into this race in game time. Half an hour real time. Car feels good. Plenty of fuel in the tank to get to 40 minutes into the race. Just showing my nose. Through. Boost is all the way up. No need to turn that down this race. Oh yes, oh maybe not. Side by side through here, it's a bit risky, but the room was given. Good AI. 11th. Almost a half an hour into the race. 2/3 of the field dispatched. Still going in the right direction. Long may it continue. Just got to keep it going and not make any mistakes. Which is easier said than done. No one pitting yet. Interested to see when the AI start pitting. I'm going to pit in 10 minutes time. So we're coming up on half an hour. Let's see what the tyre wear's looking like. Not too bad. Could be worse, so happy with that. All going swimmingly so far. Conrad ahead is a bit of a roadblock. Not easy to pass at the moment. But I'll be pitting soon anyway, so hopefully that's an opportunity to make up a bit more ground on the leader. Make the stick, bit of a risk. Clobbering the curve on the way through. That was untidy, but I got away with it. That's the main thing. No damage done. Hotchkiss is still leading in the way up ahead. Unser Jr. is next. My nemesis from NOLA. I'm in 10th, by the way. Top 10. I haven't been in the top 10 for a very long time. Probably since the first stint at NOLA. When I came unstuck in the pit stops because there was an AI in my pit stall, so that's the next thing to stress about, is will my pit stall be free at Lime Rock Park, famously short pit lane. I imagine there's quite a high risk of finding my pit stall occupied. But at least I'll have plenty of fuel to go around again, should that be the case. It'll be a bit of a setback to have to drive through the pit lane more often than necessary, but let's hope it won't come to that. Figure out how to get past Unser Junior next. I'm still the fastest car on track. Well, I've set the best lap of the race so far. And the leader's just up the road, so I'm not dropping back too much. Just going to find my way past Unser Junior. He's very slow through the first two corners. My way through here. Just got to bide my time. So I don't care if I'm the first car to pit today. Quite happily take an empty pit lane. It's too risky. I'm going to pit exactly on 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Just to take on fresh rubber, basically. That's the limiting factor in this race. Fresher my rubber, the faster I'll go. Just lost the rear end there. Definitely getting held up behind Unser Junior at the moment. But he's quick in all the wrong places. It's too risky. Oh, he's let me go. Excellent, thank you very much. Let's try and set some good pace. Whilst I've got a bit of a gap ahead of me as well. Let's see what sort of lap time I can do with some clear track. Oh, that's not going to help. It's a little bit overcooked into turn 1. Tries to let Alex Junior go back by. Oh well, that's puts paid to that idea. Yep, I think the front tyres have had enough now. Right, 9th position. See if I can set a good lap time. The road is clear ahead. Oh, we've got a car in the pits. 30th place is in the pits. Couple more, 2.5 minutes and I'm calling the pit lane. Yeah, the car does not turn very well. That left front is screaming enough. How's it looking? Yep. Nearly 50% worn, so it's not going to be offering much grip at the moment. That's alright, I'll be changing it soon. I've still got good pace compared to the cars around me, so that's all good. I suspect there will be a bit of an undercut on fresh rubber as well, so happy to come in a bit earlier than the rest of the field. Sun's getting lower, shadow's getting longer. catching up to Olsen ahead. Olsen in a Porsche, and then Terada ahead of him in a Mazda. So a strong showing from Mazdas today. Nice to see them in the top 10, just outside of the points. Top 6 score points as ever. Right, we'll be less than we'll be over 40 minutes by the time I come to the pit, so now's the time to call them in. Full tank of fuel. I know I'm not burning up a full tank of fuel, but the AI won't strategize, so I'll just do a full tank, full tyres, and be on my way. Pit lane's relatively clear as well at the moment, so that should hopefully mean I have a clear run into the pit lane, clear run into my pit stall. No AI sitting there taking up my pit space. Good, nice clear pit lane. Wonderful. That's the first stint over. Get a nice little break. No doubt I'll slump right down to 29th, as one of the cars has already pitted, but I don't worry about that. It's going to be a 2-stop race. I'm sure I'll make up positions as the rest of the field start pitting. Pace is good as well, so very pleased with how it's going. And if anyone is out there watching, oh, thank you very much. Or watching back later. Hopefully it's somewhat entertaining. Have a swig of water. That's a minute in the pit lane, still only 28th. Haven't slumped complete to the back yet. Let's see what the leaderboard looks like. I'm ahead of one of the Andrettis and a Mullen. No one's coming down pit lane this time round. It's nearly a 2-minute pit stop, so you drop back quite far. I'm going to come out to lots of blue flags, unless I find a nice gap to slot into, which is unlikely around Lime Rock Park. Alright, 10 minutes to 10 seconds till we... Engine voice didn't start then. Right, out into the blue. Okay, I do have a nice gap behind me, so I don't have to worry about too much about blue flags. Good, I can crack on with my race. Let's see how it all works out after the pit stops. Easy on cold tyres, full fuel, but I'm on my way. Second stint. It's going to make it to 80 minutes. I'll be in again at around 40 minutes to go. Warming up the tyres gently. Nice gap behind, don't have to worry about blue flags at all. Two laps to the cars ahead. That's fine, they'll gain those back when they start pitting, which no doubt they'll do shortly. Unless they manage to do the whole race on one stop, which would be problematic. I don't envisage that being plausible at this pace. Although I could be surprised. Yep, got cars in the pit lane, that's good news. Make sure my headlights are set to come on when it gets dark. Ooh. Just be careful about being off the throttle over the hump, otherwise the nose dips. You end up crashing into the floor. Oh, another car in the pit lane, good. It's going to start working itself out. Is that going to work? Is that going to pay off? Yep, good. Excellent. Got lots of grip at the moment, so I can get through there quite easily. More cars entering the pit lane. Should start making up some spots shortly. Whoever that was trying to come back at me. Whoops, that's what you don't want to do. Find stuff on the grass and spinning around. Another car in the pit lane. Alright, hopefully I'll start making up some spots soon. Yep. Passing cars in the pits. That's the way we like to do it. 23rd. Yellow flag. Oh, we've got a car run out of fuel. Don't know who that is. But they've miscalculated. Brutal over the hump this second stint. Not sure why. Don't know what I'm doing different, but feels a bit more leery. Maybe it's because I've got no one in front of me. Passing more cars in the pit lane this time round. Yep. 16th. Good. Nice clear track ahead of me, just what I like to see when I'm trying to make up time on the cars in the pits and the cars ahead. It's a bit more gentle. More cars in the pit lane this time round. Too hot into the turn 1 and 2, up to 13th, just a couple of cars past that time. Hopefully there's more to come. I think it was 9th when I pitted, 9th or 10th, so I'm going to come out at least in the top 10 if I can. Hopefully it works out that way. Oh no, that's not worked out at all. That's exactly what I was worried about. How bad is it? Oh yeah, I've lost the front splitter. It's got to be a... Oh, bloody hell, it's going so well. He's done it again. He's ruined a race. He was... Oh, shit. Oh, God. What a disaster. Oh, how to throw away a race. Oh, no. Oh no, please don't have a car in my pit stall as well. Might as well fuel it and tyre it. Oh, what a disaster. Oh, sorry about that. I've managed to throw away another good result. 50 seconds I'm losing. And the spin. And the trundling down the pit lane. That's going to put me right at the back again. And a lap down. Oh. Why do I do it to myself? I'm just pushing too hard. There's no way I can do an hour 10 on a tank of fuel, so I don't have to stop again. I'll just end up with no tyres, so it's definitely going to have to be a sprint. I'm just going to stick to the schedule. I'll come back in with 40 minutes to go. See what that does for me. Oh, I'm losing time. I wasn't concentrating. Right, off we go. Right, try not to ruin it this time. Okay. I'm basically last, but there are cars just in front of me, so must press on. Now it's just see where I end up now. Just got to try and fight back as best I can. Try not to throw it away. Keep pressing on. I'm still in it, so car's alright. It's driving in a straight line, so got to get better at driving consistently and not throwing it away. Seems like an obvious thing to say. Got to take a few chances overtaking these cars as well now. Can't get held up behind anyone. Got to press on. Use the fresh tyres while they're fresh and new. Right, who's next up the road? I've got Derek Warwick. 10 seconds up the road. Let's see how quickly I can close him down. I assume I'm a lap down on the leader as well, as he's not too far ahead. On the graphic. It's fine, setting the quickest lap of the race quite comfortably. Got to press on. Can't get held up too much. Got to do a few do or die manoeuvres. But not here. Not that do or die. Absolutely revving the engine over the hump. It's going to have to be that way, I'm afraid. Reliability be damned. I don't know what the risk is to blowing the engine. That hasn't happened yet, so I'm going to press on and not think about it too much. And this has got send turn 1 written all over it. Done. Looks like there's a bit of a gaggle having a scrap ahead. So that is 28th at the moment. I've got blue flags. Sorry, coming through, not coming through. Slight love tap on the way through, but that's fine. All's fair in love and sports car racing. I've got to spattle it around the outside, that's okay. The hill. Car's nice and quick at the moment. Gonna make the most of it. Oh, getting the old love tap, the old judo chop. Who was that? Was that Laruri in his Italian coloured tricolore Porsche? Was losing it over the grass. Right, this Jost Porsche held me up for ages in stint 1. Hopefully not again. Is that 2 cars in 1? That's a bit of a lucky happenstance. Right, still 28th though, it's not doing me any good in terms of leaderboard. Warwick is 7.5 seconds up the road, so I'm just going to hunt him down. Blue flag, I'm not moving over for anyone. I'd rather get a penalty. So Mazda's not helping my cause. Send. This is a bit of a risk, but it's going to happen. Very careful on the exit. Good. Clobbering the curb is not helping. More blue flags. Blue flags are going to kill me if I don't pull away from the car behind me. Full send. Good. What chance of full? Yep, full send on the Merc. 5 seconds up the road. Warwick. I'll hunt him down as quickly as possible. Be on my merry way. What a mistake to make. Can't believe I did that. It was going too well, and I threw it away. Oh well, I get to do the fight back, which is always good fun. Already coming up on an hour, halfway through stint 2 already. Carefully does it, don't touch the grass. Where's that curb gone? It's in the glue, can't see the apex. Warwick is just under 3 seconds up the road. Concentration face is officially on. Not that it's done me any good so far. Kicking up the dirt ahead. Warwick is not far ahead at all. I think he's in the white car. 2 cars ahead of me. That's very understeery. Not helping me. Defending the inside, I'll try the outside. Is that going to work? Yes, just what I needed. He's running a bit wide. I'm going to do the big send here. Let's put me on Warwick's tail. Just going to go up the inside here. Absolutely rag the engine. Can't see the apex curve at all. See if the lights help. 27th. But I'm a long way from the points, unfortunately. So now to go. An hour through the race, we're halfway there. And I am right at the back. I'm pressing on now. Taking risks. Just going to try my best to move as far forward as I can now. Lammers, 2.2 seconds up the road. This is Herbert's Mazda ahead. I don't know where he is, but I'm unlapping myself from him. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. He just wanted to let me know he was there. It's almost losing the rear end. Calm down. Right, press on. Still can't see that curve on the inside. Why did they paint it grey? Right, Lammers, still 2 seconds up the road. Definitely used up all the front tyres, quite understeery now. How's it looking out of interest? It's still in the green. It's not too bad actually. Gap to Lammers has been halved. It's the next car ahead. It's Lammers, so catching him nicely. For 26th. Dizzy Heights. 26th place. That was too sendful. Very sendful. That's fine. Pulled off the manoeuvre without touching. So that counts. Schumacher next. 11 seconds up the road. Let's see how quickly I can hunt Schumacher down. Old Mickey shoes. That's understeery. That's water. Send. Oh. That was too send. Too much sending happened. That's just a bit risky. That's more time lost. Did not want. Got damaged, but it's not worth coming to the pits for. Right, calm yourself. Back down to 28th. Too much time lost. I'll be stopping in about 15 minutes. Should be a nice quick stop because I'll have a fairly decent amount of fuel in the tank. Slightly touched him on the way through. Got away with it. No harm, no foul. Right. Down to Warwick again. Try to throw it away. Flags. No need to adhere to them. I'm too quick and pull away. It's very understeery. Blue flags, honestly. Really abusing the engine today, but needs must. It's unlikely I'll score points anyway, so I'm not losing anything. Just might as well press on, see where I end up. Very understeery there. Definitely used up the best of the tyres. Get the old Schumacher chop, even though it's not Schumacher. Held up again. Well, I was expecting it to be a bit chaotic, and I was right, unfortunately. Mostly me causing the chaos. That's a send. Got a send written all over it. Send has been posted. Oh, that's a curb. There's a Mercedes coming up the inside, and it's just like that. It's lost again. Try that. Try the big launch. Good. Finally. Back past Warwick. Still chasing Warwick. 10 minutes until the next pit stop. Left front tyre does not like... left front tyre does not like... Who is that? I don't think that's Schlesser. Could be wrong. Might be Palmer. I can't remember who has the grey rear lights. Oh, blue flags, not interested. That Mercedes again. Let's see how long it lasts. Oh, you're joking. Oh, I don't believe it. What more do I have to do? That is it. Race officially over. Oh, man. I'll just serve my drive-through. Oh, what a disaster this is. Every chance I get. Just gonna have to keep getting out of the way. There's nothing I can do now. Just try and find a gap to fit into and not get blue flags. What a disaster. What an abject disaster this is. Oh well, character building, that's what they call it. I'm just gonna keep going. Never give up. Got to see the checkered flag at least. Always try to make it to the end. Who's leading this race, by the way? It's still Hotchkiss up front. If he holds on to win, it will be another different winner from the first 5 races, which is quite surprising. I suspect it's the rFactor 2-way. Oh well, at least it was a short pit lane, so the drive-through penalty wasn't too terrible. It's basically race over. The goal is to now not finish last, as it was at VIR. Not last. Something to aspire to. That could be a disaster. I want to get past this guy, but I don't want to get blue flags. What is a sim racer to do? Except sit back and enjoy the view. Be pitting in 5 minutes. See what happens when I come out of the pits. Right. The inevitable send. Pulled it off. Understeered off the road. Trying to get blue flags. So make sure I pull away from any car I overtake. Sending it, understeering it. Good. Keep pressing on. Still chasing down Warwick. He's 15 seconds up the road. 3 minutes until the next pit stop. Whoa! The unexpected late block scuppered my well, it about sums up this race, doesn't it? Good. Never give up. Just got to keep going to the end. Doesn't matter how bad it gets. Just got to keep pressing on. Oh, 5th gear. It's not still drive straight. I've been in the barrier, but it's fine. Well, things went from bad to worse in this race. Let's see how low they can go. Let's blow the engine whilst discovering. I do apologise if anyone is still watching. I'm impressed and I appreciate it. I have to bounce back next week. Try not to make these mistakes. We live and learn. Well, that's very wide. Right, next time around it'll definitely be 40 minutes to go. So it's a good time to bring it in. Might as well get some fuel, tyres and some repairs. Last stop of the race, lap 104, 40 minutes to go. I'm going to come out many laps down. Such is life. Once again, I apologise. Only 91 seconds stationary this time, which will might help me gain some time on Warwick ahead. I don't know how far ahead he was when I pitted. Let's see how far I am behind. 2 laps behind Warwick, 3 laps behind the leader, no doubt. It's probably end up being 4 laps. Seconds to go. Right, actually fired up this time. Good. Let's go out into the sea of blue flags. Right, let's take this into the end. Try not to get any blue flags if I can help it. Oh, first blue flag, try and run away. Alright, just try and bring it home. No more mistakes, no more incidents. 4 laps behind the leader, 3 laps behind Warwick. Complete disaster. But as I say, I'll keep going round. Always trying to get to the end. Golden sunlight, that must make it golden now. If I can go a bit more quickly compared to the cars around me. Still got the fastest lap of the race, that's something. At least the pace was good, just not the execution. No one else is pitting, just me then. Oh, that's unlapping Warwick, good. Tidy up my driving. to do the send because I'm getting blue flags everywhere. Good. And again. No one pitting. Interesting. Slightly rude overtake. All good. Again. That's what I can do. Just keep trying to move forward. Another minor cent paid off. Making the most of those fresh tyres. Whoa, that was very leery. Still no one in the pits, surprisingly. Super slow. To beat. Big send. Oh no, too big. Classic. Too hard. Too much. Overdriving. He's lost his way. Keep pressing on. It's a disaster, but can't give up now. Come too far to give up now. Blue flag warning. Come on, Bob. Come on. Chill out. Just drive it. Just drive it and bring it home. That's fine. half an hour to go. I've survived a lap unscathed. As the sun dips below the horizon. Oh, we have a pit stopper. Our first pit stopper of stint 2. Oh, big oof. Big oof. Oh, blue flags. Understeer. Story of the race. Sort of muscle my way through. It's acceptable now. Rude, but effective. Just almost stopped caring about that hump, just full throttle over the top of it. Not looking after the car or the engine. See if it lasts the race. Some cars have come out of the pits ahead of me, and they're only 20 seconds down the road. What chance of catching and not being last? As is the ultimate goal, the ultimate quest of this race to not be last and not get a blue flag penalty, which is unlikely. The old love tap coming through. Right, can I make up 19.3 seconds on Jay Mullen for the end of this race without crashing? It's a new side quest. Coming through, don't mind me. Jay Mullen, 17.5 seconds up the road. As night falls over Lone Rock Park, we descend into darkness. Okay, it's still quite dusky. Headlights ablaze. The old rudeness. Never hurt anyone. Barge my way through. Sort of lifting up the rear end of that car, that's fine. Never again shall I complain about the aggressiveness of the AI, or have a right to. Killing the car's engine. I'm sure it was going to last another 20 minutes of this abuse. Still making pit stops. Schumacher. I'm just about to pass Schumacher, weirdly, but I'll take it. Don't know why that's worked out like that, but not last. Side quest complete. Still at 16 seconds up. Let's still try and catch Mullen ahead. Oops, that was a bit of a driving error. Not like me. I'm going to get a blue flag warning here if I'm not careful. 20 minutes to go. Blue flag warning number 1. Another blue flag. It's gone away again. Oh. I think that actually is time to call it a night. There's no point coming away from that. Disaster is the word that sums that up, and once again I apologise for not driving very well. I don't know what's happened to the driver that won the first race at Daytona. I seem to have somewhat faded away over the last 4 events, which is disappointing, and I apologise. Let's see what happens to the rest of this race. Who is leading? Almeiras. Let's wait for rFactor 2 to do rFactor 2 things. Almeiras. It's basically the Porsches are dominating. Oh, but there's still pit stops going on. There's Almeiras Jr. continuing on his merry way. It was the first car 2 laps down. Where's the guy that was leading? This might be the net leader. So let's accelerate the time. I don't know if anyone was watching that, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot. I'm sorry I didn't drive particularly well, but I'll bounce back next week. Try to go a bit better at Watkins Glen. Watkins Glen next time out. Timing and scoring's gone a bit haywire. We've got Steven Ansgar leading the race. What's happened to Hotchkiss? He's still there or thereabouts. Have we lost anyone at the back? It's just the 3 of us. Moretti, Andretti and Gerger falling off the back of the field. Last 10 minutes of the race, nearly over. Brian Redman has rotated to the front. What a great showing from the Mercedes team, or their Mazdas. coming into the last 5 minutes. It's Redman from Sullivan and Olsen. See how it finishes. It's my first DNF of the season as well. If it was going to happen anywhere, it was going to happen here. Chaotic Lime Rock Park. Watch the clock tick down and watch the lead across the stripe. It's just coming through the first 2 bends on his final lap. Redman, Sullivan and Olsen, they're pretty close together. See in what order it's going to finish. Looking resplendent in the night time. Another top 6 finish for Porsche. No points today for Sauber, Mercedes or Mazdas. Here comes Brian Redman in his Kramer Porsche. 5th winner from the first 5 races of the season. No repeat winners yet. So that makes things a bit easier on me. Redman from Sullivan and Olsen, that's the top 3, that's your podium. Alonso Jr. bring it at home in 4th, good race from him. Almeras in 5th, and the guy that was leading for a lot of the race, Hotchkiss, final points paying position in 6th. Massimo Sigala, our championship leader, does not score any points, and not a good race for the Team Sauber Mercedes. That was our winner last time out. He's finishing down the order, and I'm going to call it a night, unsurprisingly. And thank you very much if you watched any of that. I appreciate it. And yeah, as I say, just going to get the background noises to stop. Thanks, rFactor 2. So yeah, as I say, the next race, next time out will be Watkins Glen. For now, I'm going to say thank you and good night and adios, and yeah, see you next Wednesday if anyone's interested. Sportscar, Group C Sportscar racing. It's tough and exciting, but ultimately fun, and that's what brings me back. Until next time, see ya.